This is Keith Varian. I'm calling to order the Monday, May 10th meeting of the Fairfield Golf Commission. I will start by taking attendance. Again, this is Keith Varian. Peter Seacrest, are you on the call?
I am.
Great. Michael Feinstein?
I'm here.
All right. Priscilla Schultz?
Let me see if she's muted.
You think she's on and muted or not on?
I don't see. Oh, here she is. Yep, she's muted. Hold on. Okay, she's off.
This is Priscilla. I'm here.
Gotcha. Hi, Priscilla.
Hi. They wouldn't let me be unmuted, so it took a while.
I gave them strict instructions to mute you forever. All right, Christine Hogan.
I'm here.
All right, hello. Liam Herron.
I'm here.
Great, hi Liam. And Mike Harrington.
I'm here.
Great, all right. Anthony Calabrese, are you on?
Yep, I'm on here.
All right. Peter Grace?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. And Bob Bigonette?
I'm here.
All right. And Yanni, I heard you're on as well?
Yes, sir.
Great. All right. So I will waive the Pledge of Allegiance and move to act on our minutes from our April 19th meeting. Has everybody had a chance to look at those? Any comments? All right.
Nope, I'll make a motion. Nope, go ahead. I'll second.
No, go ahead. Who made the motion?
This is Peter. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes of April 19th.
All right. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Priscilla. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any noes? Any abstentions?
And I'm going to abstain because I wasn't on the call.
Fair enough, no problem. All right. Let's go to the reports. Bob, how is everything looking?
Everything's going really good on my end. The course is continuing to be extremely busy. It's quite amazing to me that we can sell out almost every tee time every day. It's a testament to Pete and COVID, I guess. But besides that, I mean, everything's really been good on with my staff. Everyone's starting to learn everyone, and we're doing well. Besides that, I'd like to report that we got a new range picker today. I thought that was very exciting. We needed it desperately. And then I would like to talk a little bit about 4UP. We are getting very close with 4UP. Anthony, I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn, but I believe that purchasing is all done now with the credit card processing contract, so that now we're just waiting on some hardware from our PinPad credit card processors, and then we need IT to come in here and install all that, and we should be ready to go.
That's great.
Great. And is your so what's the timing, do you think, as to when that will go live?
Well, they told me 10 days on that. We couldn't order the pin pads until we knew exactly what the contract was going to require. So I believe they told us 10 days on that. I think we ordered them Friday, so it should be by June 1st anyway.
Cool. And are you fully now? You got your pro shop is fully stocked and your staff is complete?
I'm still waiting on some equipment stuck in the supply world, but pretty much I'm pleased with what I have, and I think my staff is great.
Great. All right. So any issues you're running into? Anything that needs to be addressed?
No, I don't. I do want to caution people that even though we're getting a new tee time system, that in my opinion, the demand is not going to change at all, and it's still going to be very competitive to get a tee time. And I just think some people think that it's going to end all the difficulties, but I don't believe it's going to end the difficulties, just make it a little less frustrating on the consumer side.
Can I just ask a quick question? I think we knew this, but what time in the morning do the tea times open up for residents?
5 a.m.
The 7. What time?
5 a.m., 7 days in advance.
So I know this is, I went on at 5:06 a.m. and the first tea time I got for Sunday was at 2:15 p.m.
Well, actually, you did pretty good, Christine. You actually did pretty good. I watch it every morning. By 5:01, usually within the minute, every tea time's gone until 2:30 on the weekends.
Yep.
And can I just ask, like, how is it a system people are using? Is there a bunch of people all logging in, or how are they doing that? Because, Bob, how many tea times is that actually gone in 4 minutes?
So it's every hour is 6.5 tea times. So you're looking at, about 25 to 30 tea times. So it's
that's
not
really
that
not
many people.
When you think about it from the size of town we have, right?
Yes, exactly. And what I really think is going to happen with the new system, I think it's even going to be faster, because right now what's going on is at 5 a.m. there'll be 6 people trying to get the 8:06 tea time. Well, 5 of them will get locked out. 1 will win the race. With the new tea time system, you will be able to only click on the times that are available. So I'm thinking that the capacity is going to be even stronger. I think it's going to be even more difficult to get a tea time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bob, I actually was up at Tashawa Knolls today. I had a high school golf match up there, and I was able to speak. I was able to speak to Bobby Brown a little bit about some of the things that they're doing to combat the what's been happening is the hoarding of tea times, as he calls it, where so many members of the same group are all getting on and doing that. And I guess with this new system, there's a 5-minute window where you can turn it back, which gives the people in the group enough time to text each other and say, okay, what time did you get? And then they can throw it back without having to reserve it. Is that correct?
Well, we can set the time limit to whatever we choose. Bobby has chose 5 minutes.
And then he was saying that what they're doing up at Tashawa. I'm sorry. What they're
I know
saying,
what he's doing.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's something that we want to discuss now or if it's something that we should wait until we implement it. For the rest of you, what they're doing up at Tashawa now, if you actually reserve the tea time and then throw it back, you get charged. You get charged a fee. So it's been stopping the group getting tea times and actually reserving them. So I thought it would be something that maybe we can look into once we have the 4 up and running.
So it's a cancellation fee for every tea time, no matter how early?
This is just on weekends for Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah,
but it's something that we should probably talk about in the future.
But I think we had a policy that you can't cancel for free tea time on the weekends before noon. Isn't that correct, Anthony?
I do believe that there's a policy, yeah. I'd have to look it up, though. I don't know it offhand.
But there is a policy that if you make a tea time before noon on Saturday and Sundays, if you cancel that, there's a fee. But I don't think it was intended for the same reason, so it probably has to be rethought out.
Right, and that's something that we should probably discuss once the 4-up system is running. Right, Bob? Do you agree?
I agree. It's an interesting case study. It's something very hard to police.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know they do it Saturday and Sunday mornings, I think up until 11 a.m. or whatever if you make a tea time. And then the rest of the time, but it's something that maybe we could look into.
But Bob, as a question, on the weekend tea time, how many people are calling you and canceling tea times that they reserved before noon on Saturday or Sunday?
Less than 1%.
Right. So that's interesting, right?
Now, what they do is they pass it around. You know what I mean?
So how can you do that? Because I thought your name has to be on the reservation.
There is. So let's say there's 12 guys. They all go to get a reservation. Whoever gets it, they just make their foursomes that way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you have a foursome with 4 people, then all 4 will attempt to get a tea time. And then they'll figure out how to use them.
Exactly. I don't think there's any way you can stop it.
Right. I don't know how you police that.
By the way, I just looked through the town golf course policy, and there's nothing in there about a penalty for canceling tea time.
Yeah, I found it.
I'm almost sure there is one.
No, this is Anthony. I found it. It's in Section 7, tea time reservation. Cancellations of tea times must be made prior to 48 hours of the tea time reservation. Failure to make changes or cancellations within the 48-hour period will result in a no-show charge. Weekend and holiday tea time reservations before 11 a.m. cannot be canceled.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's not that there's a penalty, it's that they can't be canceled.
Well, the
So
problem
if they don't show up, then they get charged a no-show penalty.
Yeah, I think that needs to be put on the agenda at a future meeting. So this is something that we can discuss, or is this a decision that Bob needs to make?
This is definitely a commission decision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Right. I think we need to rewrite that policy. I think what it comes down to is we'll need to probably amend that policy to whatever we think is the right way to do it. And you're right. Maybe we get a better understanding of 4 up, and then we implement a new cancellation policy, whatever that may be. Maybe we just keep what we have. Maybe we update it in some way. Or maybe we just really implement it. I know that's tough on Bob, right? If somebody calls and says, I got to cancel my Saturday 10:30 tea time, and Bob says, sorry, they're going to get mad at Bob, right? And if it's never been implemented before, there's going to be some growing pains there.
Right.
I honestly don't think the problem is I haven't seen the tea times not be used.
Yeah, right. Unless they do what Mike was saying, though. I mean, if 4 people all make a tea time.
If we got very strict on names and who you are and who's in your group, then it would probably be something we could manage better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no problem enforcing any policy that we create. I believe that the no-show policy or the cancellation policy window should be 12 hours instead of 48 hours because there's no excuse at that point, and then it's really easy to enforce within the 12-hour window.
Yeah, I think we need to think about this, and as Keith said, once the 4 up is running, look at it, and then be prepared to discuss it and make a determination about what we want to do.
All right, Prue, will you add that to our agenda for next month?
Sure.
This is Harrington. Just as a point of information, the date of our policy is July 10, 2017. There's quite a bit in this that I think we need to address and update. But that may be a separate committee or something you want to do at another time. And I'm not advocating that we do that as part of this discussion about the tea time cancellation policy. But at some point down the road, we need to look at this thing.
You mean all the policies?
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Yeah, and we've talked about that, and I started writing a couple updates to some of those policies. I just haven't sent them anywhere because, to your point, Mike, some of those policies are older, even though they're only 4 years old. Yeah. Some of them are already outdated.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's it down the road. This is a different issue we've been discussing, which is more current with the 4 upcoming online. So we need to talk about specifically weekend cancellation policy.
Yeah, and be careful about raising it because then you're volunteering to rewrite them, just so you know. But I agree with that, Mike. I do think that some of those policies can be updated. And you're right. Maybe we focus right now on 4UP and the cancellation policy, and then we can create a subcommittee or something to kind of just sit down with our policy list and make a recommendation to the full commission. And I'm happy to be on that too.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Bob, on your end?
No, I think we covered it.
Great. All right, Anthony, administration report.
Yep, this is Anthony. Everybody should have received the April numbers, and as Bob was saying, rounds are hard to come by. So numbers are off the charts right now. Season passes are up. We're normally around the 200 mark, so I think we'll probably surpass that this year. IDs for the year, we're at about 2,700. Again, would like to be around 3,500 by the end of June. So, again, I think we're probably right on track for that. But, yeah, all the numbers are looking good. We are going to exceed our budget numbers for sure. We've already exceeded. But, yeah, all the quarterly reports I keep giving to the Board of Finance, our numbers are looking really good. So happy to take any questions you guys have on numbers, but I don't have anything else administrative to report.
Great. Any questions for Anthony? All right. Well, I actually have a couple questions, but we'll get to it when we get to the Clubhouse building update. Peter Grace, are you on?
I am on.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm wonderful.
All right. How's the course looking?
Well, it looks pretty good. It's pretty good shape for early May. As we talked the last month, I said I'm looking for some heat, and we still have not gotten any. We had only had like 3 days over 70 degrees. So I'm still looking for the heat. Now the full annual seed heads are kicking in, so we're getting a little yellow out there, so that's going to be around for a few weeks. Quite a few irrigation leaks. Unfortunately, one was under that little bench patio on the fourth green. So I had to rip that up and fix that, and we just got a lot to do. We got the butterfly garden coming. I love to get the tree work, but that's way down the road right now because we're just all out grass cutting mode. Pretty much a little bit shorthanded, and I gave Anthony a big list of equipment we're going to need, and not this budget year obviously, but going forward for the 2022 budget, I got to get some equipment in here. I got equipment breaking down left and right now. As you know, I don't have a mechanic, so we're piecing everything together the best we can and trying to keep everything afloat. The course is in great shape. I haven't heard any complaints, and that's all I have for you now. Any questions?
Peter, how's it going with using the outside mechanic to fix those equipment?
Not very well. It's just I got my loader is broken down, and the people who fixed that, they can't get down here for 3 weeks to fix it. It just plus that money hasn't even started yet. That's for the next budget. So I'm going off of operating budget right now.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Right.
But I'm keeping track of all the overtime being put in because I got to have my guys stay and fix the things that break down because I'm going to need it the next morning, and I can't wait 3 weeks for the companies to come down and fix it. So we're battling it. It's definitely a new thing for me, but hopefully we'll get through it and we'll see where we stand. Like I said, I'm keeping everything I'm recording everything and how much I'm spending, and we'll compare it.
And Anthony, that's just something to keep an eye on because you raised that when we decided on taking the different path for this new budget, just to make sure that the timing worked on everything.
Take care.
So.
Yeah.
All right. Anything for Peter? The course is in good shape, Peter. Thank you. It's the greens are great.
Glad you like them. And I know for sure. We also got that fourth tee built, and right now we're working on.
Yeah, well, I was just going to mention that if the greens report is next, I can. That's a great segue right into it. Peter, the course looks terrific. The fourth tee is amazing. You guys have done a great job. The sixth tee, the ninth tee, they all look great. So onward. So thank you very much. Your guys have done a great job with it.
Our pleasure. That's what we're here for.
Oh, good. Can I give you my list now?
You're breaking up. You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
The course is in great shape, though, Peter, and I think Mike will concur with that. They've done a great job.
Absolutely do. It's wonderful. Good job, Peter.
My pleasure.
As I said, the greens are a little fast, but other than that, why?
Yeah, they certainly are.
Well, I can
and if you could
I'll have the other people complaining that it's too slow. So I mean, it's.
Can you flatten the greens out a little bit, please?
Yeah, that's important. Right.
Do some work on number 15.
It'll be real slow.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Par 3 committee reports. Mike and Liam.
I'll take it. I walked the par 3 the other day. Same thing, looks great. Everything looks everything is in really good condition. Greens look very nice. No issues at all. You guys are doing a great job down there.
Yeah, I agree. The course is in good shape. And same thing, it's always crowded. Every time you go there, it's crowded. So.
Yep.
Is anybody using the range over there? Bob, do you know if anybody uses that?
Well, I can tell you, I use it, and I'm running Welcome to Golf clinics down there. So it's open and operational. I see some people at least hitting a few before they go out to play, but I don't think we're really creating any revenue.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
it's just a place really to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, but it's been great for me with the clinics I'm doing there, and our junior league uses it on Wednesday nights for sure.
Yep.
I just think the more people see, I think people don't realize what it's there for, and the more we use it, they'll start getting more play.
Yeah. Agreed.
I agree.
All right. Great. All right. Clubhouse building update. Anthony, anything you want to talk about on that?
Starter shed should be here hopefully in the next couple weeks. The additional lockers that we're waiting for, those won't be here, I believe, until just about July 1st, so towards the end of the summer. And then the fire pit, I think that actually should be here within the next week, so we'll get working on that. Bag rack, we're still waiting on those. Those have been delayed, but again, should be here in the next couple of weeks. So everything's been ordered, just waiting on these things to come in. The 12th, I believe, so Wednesday, we've got I believe some stuff's being dropped off for the butterfly garden on the top of 18 next to the patio. So Peter will, I believe, work with those guys on getting things to be installed. And then we'll just start working on some landscaping around the front of the building and the sides. And but other than that, Clubhouse is looking good. They do have a building committee meeting tomorrow. So that's pretty much the update.
What about
this
the
is Peter.
additional cards?
I can give you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Anthony. The additional 20 golf carts.
Purchasing's working with EasyGo on, I guess, delivery of those. So hopefully. Again, I think we're probably closer to a July start date for that.
Have we run out of carts at all?
Go ahead.
We have not run out of carts yet.
Yeah, I don't think it's an issue.
I'm very little demand for single riders. I think since we had the policy, I've had 3 requests.
Interesting. Okay.
Good.
All right. Good. Okay. So under new business, we did have a late addition. So we got, as we know, we have the Tucker Fund Garden, which we've already approved. It's going to be a butterfly garden. that's going to be right at the top of 18 behind Bob's office. There's going to be 2 benches that are part of that. And we got a request from Craig Curley to dedicate one of the benches to the Barry Palashin Memorial. And I believe the funds have already been raised, so it's just a matter of the Golf Commission approving that bench to be used for Barry's memorial. So before we talk about it, can I get a motion to add this to the agenda?
Mike Harrington, I so move.
Great.
This is Mike Feinstein. I'll second it.
Great. All in favor say aye.
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 Any noes? Any abstentions? All right, great. So again, we have 2 benches there. One would be dedicated to Barry's Memorial, which I think is a good location for this. I guess put a lot of time and effort into it. It seems like a good fit. Thoughts from anybody else?
I think it looks terrific.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how the garden looks too. It's going to be a cool area to sit there and watch the 18th. It'll be fun. All right.
Yeah,
so go ahead.
I was just going to say we're planning on planting on Saturday, so
cool.
It should be up and rolling.
Oh, that's great.
Soon thereafter.
Great. That's exciting. It'll be nice. I haven't seen. I don't really know what's going in there. I've seen some of the schematics, but it sounds like it's going to be very nice. Peter, do you have a better sense of what it's going to look like?
I've seen the schematics too, and it looks like a lot of dots. But it's going to be a lot of it's going to be there's a lot of plants going in, and flowers going in, shrubs going in, and things like that. So the idea is it's going to be self-sustaining. So I think it's going to look really nice. It's going to look really nice. We've artists and some real professionals have planned it out, and chosen the plants and flowers and things that are going in there. So and we've got a friend of ours who has a landscaping company, is donating some labor for it, and I think we're all set. So it'll be all good.
Awesome. All right. Well, I will accept a motion to approve one of those benches to be selected by Peter and Anthony for the Barry Palashin Memorial Bench.
It's Mike Harrington. I so move that we approve the memorial bench for Barry Palashin.
And this is Priscilla. I'll second.
Awesome. All in favor say aye.
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 All right. Any noes? Any abstentions? Great. Well, that's a great place for it. So, great work, everybody. That's great. All right. Moving on. Communications. We got a couple emails. I'm just going to pull these up as we're talking here. Priscilla, the first email, I don't want to, it's Frank Sahagian. I'm terrible with names, so I apologize, Frank. I think that's probably how you pronounce it. Just opening up my computer so I can open this again. All right, everybody got Frank's email. It was a letter he had submitted to the Fairfield Citizen talking about Boca. We have Yanni on the phone. First of all, I do want to just say that I think Boca is doing a great job, and very excited to see what they continue to do there. And the Golf Commission has approved the menu for Boca, and we'll get to some of the other questions and comments that we received from people regarding the restaurant operations, but particularly on the menu. Yanni, do you want to talk about some of the changes you've made to the menu?
Yeah, so we took, we're a month in, and I just want to say that we are way ahead of schedule. Like, we are beyond pleased with the feedback and with how busy we are, to be honest. And, obviously I'm sharing some numbers with Anthony because it's what I'm supposed to do, but I'm actually doing it out of respect and out of pleasure because I'm so happy with our performance so far. But we're a month in, we've listened to some feedback, and we've taken some things off the menu. We've added a bunch of pasta dishes, a bunch of sandwiches to the dinner menu. It's a dinner menu most of the feedback's been on. So we took away we tried some things that didn't work out. We took them away. We added a chicken parm. We added a rigatoni alla vodka. We added a shrimp scampi. We added a bunch of we added the steak sandwich to the dinner menu. We added the ahi tuna tacos to the dinner menu. Wings and nachos to the dinner menu. Some flatbreads. We took off the bone. We took off some of the most expensive items, obviously. Even though we sold a lot of rack of lamb, we took that off. We took away the wagyu beef. We kept 3 of the steaks on there still because we're selling them, and we're selling a lot of them. But we just obviously listened to some feedback, and we wanted to make everyone happy, and that's how restaurants do it. Restaurants have a 3 to 4 months growing paid period where we figured out what works, what doesn't work, and we adjust to it. But overall, I couldn't be happier where we're at. I mean, the buzz is really taken off. I mean, we were packed. We did 640 covers on Sunday. This weekend was an all-time record. Every week breaks the other previous week. So we're getting families in here. We're getting kids after football and baseball practice in here. We're getting softball teams in here. Today I got a call from the Joe Barlow lacrosse team. They want to do their end of the year awards here. So, like I said, I couldn't be happier. The community is really taking a kin to us. For the most part, I think 90% of the people that have had the pleasure of coming here have very positive things to say. And, it's a shame that the silent majority, a couple people that have a little bit of a problem with us for some reasons where I can easily fix if they would just talk to me, would go out of their way to express those publicly. That's all. It's just the email hurt me, to be honest.
I'm sorry. I mean, again, I think the positives that at least that I've been hearing that we've been receiving outweigh the negatives. Again, like you said, you've been open. We have a new clubhouse, new head pro, new restaurant that have been open for a month and a half, right? And I think again, there's going to be growing pains. It is a process, and so far so good. I mean, if somebody had told us 6 months ago we are where we are today, we'd all be thrilled. And so, right. Yes, I think we're going to be continuing to listen. You're obviously listening, so I appreciate that. And it'll be a continuing conversation, let's say. And I know we've had other emails, and I'll go into the other one because the other one is probably the other big issue here, which is we got an email from Ellen Everard asking about the exclusive use of the entire terrace. And that really comes back to the same issue, or one of the other issues that we've gotten, and Mike Harrington, you passed it along as well, of, the seating. And, Anthony and I have been talking about that. Yanni's been talking about it, and about trying to come up with ways to make the golfers feel welcome, but also allowing you to operate at a full capacity. I mean, this is a public restaurant, so we want you to operate at full capacity, but we want the golfers who are there day in and day out to feel welcome. And so we're trying to figure out a way to do that, so we're not prioritizing, or losing your operation ability. So I'm not sure. I know you had some ideas, Anthony or Yanni. Either one of you, do you guys want to talk about maybe some ideas about the seating?
Sure. So, I guess an issue is, during breakfast, like while we're open, the turn window is open, and I had some, I wanted to share some thoughts about the turn window too, but while breakfast is being served, I have I spoke in the women's club too about this. I think Carrie is her name. I have no problem with anybody sitting on the furniture while breakfast is being served out of the turn room. I never had a problem with that. I mean, the chairs are there. You can easily sit there. The only issue I've ever had was after 11:30 when we opened, and this had a lot to do with the COVID rules. You couldn't sit down without ordering anything, and that was the state mandate. And B was when somebody walks into the restaurant, it just happens to be here, they think they can walk anywhere they want without bypassing the girl up front, being rude to them and sitting wherever they want. And that's what really got me going. Usually if you want to sit down, we'll gladly sit you down. And I actually talked to Anthony about putting some tables by, where the outdoor, the fireplace, that door, by Bob's office, to put some picnic tables out there somewhere, where people can do their scorecard. But I'm very easy to talk to. Obviously the menu prices, that's the prices. I can't do anything about that. But as far as the seating goes and everything like that, I'm very open to conversation. Anyone can sit down for breakfast. I don't know where that came from. There's a lot of rumors going around, and I'm here every day. I just wish somebody would talk to me about them. That's all.
All right.
But
hey, Yanni, I have a question for you. What time do you open in the morning? Do you open half an hour before the first tee time, or do you? I had a couple of questions about that from some golfers.
Okay, so I've been opening every morning at 7:30, and this is because I was under the impression that the first tee time was at 8 o'clock, and then I talked to Bob, and I found out it was 7:04. So now we're open at 6:45, and then
perfect.
So that leads me to my next thing. So now we're a month in, and I got to tell you, from 7 a.m. till 9 a.m., the sales in that turn room have been astronomically low. Like, we lose money every single day, like every day. Now, I'm going to continue to open because I want to, and I know that in August and July, we're going to blow it up. I think once it gets warmer, people are going to be out and people are going to be buying and such. I trust the process. I trust you guys. You put me here for a reason. I'm a willing and open partner. But to be honest, from 7:30 a.m. till 9 a.m. the last month has been a dramatic loss financially for us, because we have two people working in there by the hour, and we're talking about thousands of dollars in lost revenue that we've generated in that room. The demand's just not there. But we will continue to open every single day at 6:45. About 15 minutes before the first tee time. If you want me here earlier, I'll do it for you, Priscilla. Absolutely. No, I have no problem. I've said yes to anything you've ever said to me, but it's just literally never. It's just not the customer's not there yet.
Yeah, I get that, absolutely. Okay.
Yeah, and
I think also, I think once people realize that you will be open and you will there, I think that you'll see an increase in business, especially once the times start getting earlier. Like 6:30. I think you'll see people wanting to, and then this is down the road, of course, but once there's a frost delay, and people are waiting around, a lot of people will get the breakfast, they'll get the coffee, the hot chocolate, or whatever. So again, but that's as it gets colder out.
Johnny, it's Mike Harrington. One thing you did for us a week before last with our shotgun was you opened early, and I think the shotgun events are very important. People are less apt to go somewhere before arriving at the golf course to have breakfast, so they would like to have it at the golf course. So those are important days.
Yeah, Mr. Hanks,
absolutely.
Yeah, you did great for us. So.
Yeah, no, I thought your shotgun event was great, Mr. Hanks. I mean, I overstaffed. We were here early. The feedback was phenomenal. I was very thrilled. Thank you very much for that. I mean, we can't wait to do that every single couple weeks. I'm really thrilled about that.
Hey, Yanni, this is Mike Feinstein. The feedback that I've just been hearing, this is just me, mostly has been very positive, like specifically breakfast, the turn menu, obviously dinner's been great, but the only negative feedback that I've been hearing is the lunch menu. and that is, the golfers that play in the morning, they don't feel like that, they want to hang around and have a sit-down lunch. They think that the prices are a little bit high. They're a little expensive. I don't know if you've been noticing that. I don't know how your lunch business has been, and do you have any type of flexibility with the lunch menu?
I mean, the problem is the food cost is very high right now, and I have about 6 guys in the kitchen working every day. So the lunch menu, and with the labor, we use really high quality ingredients, and we get fresh bread delivered every day, and again, if you go to Chipotle and get a burrito, you're paying $10, and you're getting tinfoil. Here you're getting a burger and fries and on a plate. Like I don't know. The turn menu is great. I don't know. While you're golfing, that turn menu I thought was very inexpensive, but what are they looking for as far as a sit-down lunch that is affordable to them? Like, what's the price point?
Well, I don't know specifically what the price point is, but just like I said, I've heard that. I know the turn menu is great. I just heard from some people, like I've said, that the lunch menu is just a little bit on the pricey side.
All right. Well, I would love. Listen, Mike, if you ever come down here, I would love to come in. Sit through. We'll go over the lunch menu, and I'll go over my costs with you. Like I said, I have no. Lunches has been great. I was never under the impression that lunch was a problem. I've been hearing about the dinner and adding more lunch items to the dinner menu. So we actually did that. We're going live with that menu tomorrow. I'll get emails to every single one of you guys just so you guys can have it beforehand. But I thought lunches have been phenomenal here. Like I said, we're way beyond. We're way ahead of schedule as far as sales go. Like I'm beyond. We're not even in the warm months yet. We're still early May. I actually can't believe our sales.
During the week, Yanni, are you doing that professional lunch menu that you do in Bridgeport?
So we offer that to Mike's group and to Priscilla's group. We offer that to League Plays, and we offer that to any group that Bob sends over. But if you want me to offer that to everybody for lunch, I have no problem doing that. I mean, it's $14. You get a choice of a soup or a salad and and an entree. I can do that every day if you want me to.
I was just saying because I didn't see it, and you saw me. I was at the Boca Bridgeport, and the people we were eating with all ordered off that menu for lunch.
Yes, it's the exact same menu that we have here, and we did that specifically for Mr. Harrington's group, Mrs. Schultz's group, and for Bob's groups that come in, whenever he needs us to do something like that. But we can. I have no problem. That is very popular down there. I have no problem doing that here. Absolutely no problem.
All right, and I do think, honestly, if to your point, if people really do want to just get a hot dog or something, if we put tables somewhere outside so people can grab food at the turn, and then there is a place to sit down for a quick bite, that might work too.
Yeah, sure. Put an allocated spot for.
There's some room on the outside of everything, but I was actually thinking it was also COVID related because again, you're not supposed to sit and just drink. You're supposed to order food, and to Yanni's point too, the turn menu is fantastic. I've had burgers twice from there, and they were delicious. They were big, and they were so reasonably priced. So I really appreciate what you've done with that turn menu, Yanni.
Thank you.
I know that sometimes that when people go in to the restaurant to eat for lunch, it's a lot of food for lunch. If you're going to eat that. And sometimes maybe you just want a sandwich and maybe you don't want like another course. And so if there was something that maybe you could do with just a sandwich without, having the other course, that would be great also.
Okay. That's great feedback.
But I think your food is delicious. So
this is Mr. Harrington, as Yanni refers to me instead of Mike. I'd like to just sort of recap the seating situation. And I look at the building in the seating and the patio in 3 ways. We've talked about the area in front of the grill where the fire pit will be, and I think Yanni's saying he's going to put a couple of tables there so that if breakfast people want to sit there and eat, they'll be able to do so. You have the center section, which is now essentially roped off and restricted to the restaurant and the restaurant customers, and that's fine. That's the understanding. And then you have the balance of the patio area in front of the pro shop and the entrance by the pro shop, which currently is empty. But I think I'm hearing people say that there's considerations of putting some tables and chairs out there with the understanding that that may simply be an area for golfers who want to come look at the garden or watch people finishing on 18 and not necessarily eat or drink, but would like to just sit and relax there for a while. And I think I'm hearing you say, Anthony and Yanni and whoever else can contribute to this, that is the go-forward plan for that area. Is that correct?
Yes, this is Anthony. That is what we're looking at, yes.
Good. Makes good sense.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I do think Boca and Yanni have been flexible. They're listening to the issues, and I think honestly these are small things that we're dealing with because it's new. I think overall, again, things are going really well, and I just kind of really want to emphasize that from a big picture point of view, everything's going really well, right? Yeah. So I do think,
and I've had a couple of friends who have been there. I'm sorry, Keith. I've had a couple of friends who have been there for dinner, and they say it's absolutely delicious.
Yeah, the food is great.
And I think this may be Yanni's first golf course experience, but his notable
might be his last too, Mike.
Significant lunchtime activity is largely the golfers. Those are the people that are mainly coming in. I know for our season opener event, we had about 45 or 50 golfers in the restaurant, and there were only 4 members of the public. So that was our day.
Yeah, no, that was a great day, Mike. I was very that was a great day. Thank you very much for that. Great day.
In the afternoons and evenings, though, seem to be a pretty good split between golfers and non-golfers. I mean, is that what you're seeing, Yanni?
Oh, listen, honestly, like I said, we've had the nighttime is phenomenal. After 8 p.m. or 6 o'clock, we have a full reservation book from Thursday night on. Tuesday night, the Leap comes in. They do a good job. So there's about 35 guys that come in after they play at night. And then Wednesday night is just hit and miss. But we have a good lunch every day. Every day, like Mondays are slow. Mondays are probably our slowest day, but that's anything in the restaurant business. But like I said, I was very, very, very happy with the numbers. I mean, I have a full staff on every single day. I always have a hostess on. I always have a manager on, 2 bartenders, and a server, and then I have 4 guys in the kitchen. So I'm staffing it to where we're going to get busy every single day. I'm expecting to get busy every day. That's the goal.
That's great. All right.
I want people to walk in and be like, wow, this is like. I want people to walk in the first time and leave with a memorable experience. That's the whole goal.
Great. All right, Mike Harrington, I think that addresses all the things that you and I have been kind of talking about.
Yes,
I feel
sir.
pretty comfortable. I don't know how you feel.
No, let's keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, thank you, Yanni.
All right, guys. I'm going to go back to work. Thank you very much. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks,
See you, Yanni. All right, last email. I got.
Thanks,
we got one more email from Brian Daly asking about the Golf Commission's position regarding the 5 a.m. check time as stated below. There's nothing stated below, so I'm not sure if he's asking to move that up, change it. As we said earlier, it's 5 a.m. for residents. And then Bob, what time is it for non-residents? Is it 9?
Correct, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I thought so. I still think that's a pretty good sort of head start for residents, if you will. So I don't know if anybody has any other sort of view on that or on the 5 a.m. Reservation time. All right. All right. Anything else from anybody? That's all I have. Okay. All right. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn, Liam.
Who's going to be first?
All right.
Who was the second?
All right.
Harrington second.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Okay, Pooh.
Thank you, everybody. Great meeting. And let's
hopefully
stay in
our
touch.
next meeting, any chance our next meeting could be in person?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Anthony.
Who said no? Anthony?
Anthony. Yeah.
I've been asking about that for a while. So is Anthony, and it's a town policy. It has nothing to do with us. No in-person meeting right now.
I understand that, but I'm hoping that we're on the verge of change here. But we'll see.
Yeah, email Brenda. See, check in. Again, it's yeah. So, all right. Thank you, everybody.
All right.
See ya.
Be well, gang.
All right, thank
Good
you.
night, everybody.
Good night.